July 22nd, 2024. I woke up this morning feeling awful. I spent all night tossing and turning. We all have that one thing that keeps us up at night. And for me, that thing is filming. And lately I've been feeling like giving up on it. I just feel like no matter how hard I try, nothing I create is good enough. But the problem is, I think about it all the time. All day, every day. It is this constant thing in the back of my head. When I'm hiking, when I'm running, when I'm biking, I'm thinking about it. And even in those busy moments, lost in a crowd of people, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I just feel so tormented by this thing that maybe I'll just never be good enough at. I don't know what's going on with me, you guys. I just feel like everything I've ever done and ever made is so awful and embarrassing, and that I just need to quit now. Do you ever feel like that? Then there was a day last week, July 18th to be exact. I was wandering through the library reading books on storytelling, on screenwriting, basically anything that I could find. And there it was, an answer in a book. Never give up on something you cannot go a day without thinking about, by Winston Churchill. And I think in that moment when I read that quote, I realized that the idea of giving up was just not an option. We can't ever give up on our passion. Today is July 23rd, 2024. This morning, I decided to leave. I don't know why. I keep asking myself that. Okay, you guys, time to get out of here. Maybe it's because the city has been suffocating me. Or maybe I just needed to feel the air on my skin. But this morning, I packed up my things and left with no plan or idea of where to go. Okay, so I just made it out of town, and I think I'm gonna go up into the mountains. Let's see how long that's gonna take. So it says 2 hours. That sounds good to me. Let's go. Going into the mountains alone meant I needed to stop at the store and get some snacks and groceries for my trip. The second thing is I had to get gas because I was low and I didn't really know how far this journey would end up taking me. And when I got gas in this small town, there was a vintage store across the street that I absolutely had to stop at. I ended up buying this bonnet that I probably did not need, as well as this old sheet that I'm gonna turn into a dress one day. And then the journey continued, and I actually ended up driving pretty far that day. Sometimes when we're feeling low, all we need to do is get a change of scenery. Seeing something new, being somewhere different, it can re-inspire us. The moment when you're packing your bag at the trailhead, looking up at this huge mountain that you're about to climb over. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty scared right now, but I think it's really good to do things that scare us. So, let's go. I'm always so nervous to leave on a backpacking trip alone, but this summer I swore to myself that anytime I was faced with something that made me scared and uncomfortable, I would do it. Because honestly, that is how I've felt the most amount of growth in my life, is by feeling scared and uncomfortable and doing it anyways. I've been feeling really bad about myself lately, you guys, and just taking this trip, hiking up thousands of feet up a massive mountain, it made me feel a little bit better. It made me feel like all those things that I was so worried about honestly don't really matter. It also made me feel stronger, like if I can summit this massive mountain and spend the night alone, then I can definitely get better at filming. This is so beautiful. Wow, this is like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I am tired. Wow, that was hard. I'll tell you one thing about doing things like this that are uncomfortable. It really forces you to grow. There's still so much more left of this hike. It's probably gonna get dark, and I'll be hiking in the dark, setting up my tent. Camera's about to die. Forgot a battery. Overcoming things that scare us make us more capable. That hike was so hard, you guys, and this is the last moment I captured before my camera died that night. Oh my gosh. Whoa. You guys, I am exhausted. Oh my gosh. I can't even explain how tired I am. These poor little legs.
This is your highway, this is your height. Never felt more far away than when I fly. My heart is a violin. I feel the skin coming out.
July 28th, 2024. I spent the night in the car last night. I got back from my hiking trip and was so exhausted. I am writing this from a meadow that was right next to where I parked the car last night. I'm feeling pretty tired this morning. I slept in the car last night. This coffee is so good. There's nothing like the taste of your first coffee in the morning. I drank 2 cups of coffee this morning. My phone has no service in this town or anywhere in this area, so I went to the store and bought a map to figure out where I want to go next. I don't have a destination, but I know I want to swim. It's so hot today, and I am covered in so many layers of bug spray. The bug spray and the sweat have made my skin super sticky. I've been dreaming of diving into some cool glacier water and washing off this stickiness. I think one of my favorite things in this life is swimming. Creativity and really life in general is filled with so many highs and lows, and it's easy to forget that during the difficult moments. There are days when creativity flows so easily and I feel so inspired. But there are also times when that same passion feels like so far away, when starting a new project feels nearly impossible. And I think the biggest thing I've learned is that it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel uninspired. When we allow ourselves to feel those difficult emotions without judgment, we create space for healing. It's in these quieter, more reflective moments that we often learn the most about ourselves. Today is August 1st, 2024. I got home yesterday. I think I'm going to start working on sewing a dress today using the fabric I bought at that vintage store. I'm not sure what pattern I want to do. Since I'm going to Europe soon, it might be fun to find a European style of dress pattern. I searched through the internet and found a lot of different things, but I kept coming back to this idea of making a slip dress, something tight down my whole body, something a little more modern, I guess. Okay, so I think I decided what pattern I'm gonna use. Here's the thing, you guys. This fabric is so beautiful, and I don't want to mess this project up. I really want to make something cute that I can wear while I'm traveling. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous to start this project a little bit. So I printed out a pattern and cut out the pieces. I actually haven't done a sewing project in a while, and I was a little confused what I was doing. It said to cut the skirt on the bias, but yeah, I didn't bother doing that. While I was making this dress, I started to think about how the summer is just passing so quickly. I cannot believe it's already August.
Maybe the winters won't be so cold if we're together. But baby, if it's you and me, we can weather all sorts of weather.
It's weird how, as we get older, the years pass so much quicker. I really want to make the most of this summer, just because the winters are so hard for me. I did this new thing called shearing, which is basically a way you can make the dress stretch, and it can help kind of shape to your body in a nice way. But yeah, it honestly felt so good to be completely absorbed by this project and just let the day pass. I'm done with this dress. This took way too long, although I think it's gonna be really cute. I'm super happy with the way this like shearing ended up working out. It looks so good. I think it's time to try this on. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute this is. I've never made like a tight dress before. I feel like this turned out perfect. Oh. Whoa. Anyways, you guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and yeah, I'll see you all next week. Okay, bye-bye.